What's up, guys? Welcome to hopefully the last take of this late night commentary in which I'm trying to get this done before I go to sleep, in which today I'm going to be talking about the Xbox One and lots of other details about my social media pages, as well as what's going on in the video game world, because obviously that is all stuff relevant to us because we are gamers. Bum 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 bum. Get it? Because we are farmers. Maybe you guys haven't seen that farmers ad. Okay, whatever. Anyways, with the Xbox One, today we're going to be talking about some news that we got from the Xbox, both good and bad. So let's get the bad news out of the way because I'm a Microsoft fan, and I did like the Xbox 360 a lot. I'm a big fan, and hopefully the Xbox One can, well, really turn the corner and stop being such a shitty option when compared to the PlayStation 4. So, the bad news we have. The GPU on the APU, which is basically the CPU and the GPU all on one die, is being underclocked about 100 to 200 megahertz. And the reason for that is basically the APU is running a few degrees hotter than Microsoft would like. It seems like this is kind of reminiscent of the old Xbox 360 days when there was red rings of death and Xboxes were catching on fire and burning people's houses down. And yeah, there were lots of problems with that. And Microsoft certainly doesn't want to have another go around with burning other people's houses down. So basically what they're doing is they're underclocking the GPU, like I said, 100 to 200 megahertz to really compensate for that and hopefully lower the temperatures a little to make it a little more tolerable for the cooling agent on the CPU and GPU to basically, you know, run its course and basically cool the die so that it doesn't overheat. So yeah, they're underclocking it, and what that's going to mean is certain developers are probably going to have to disable certain features graphic-wise on the Xbox One to compensate for that lower GPU clock, because if the GPU is clocked lower, you're going to get lower frame rates. So in order to keep those frame rates high again, they're probably going to disable certain anti-aliasing or post-processing or shaders or what have you in order to compensate for that and allow the game to remain playable at 30 or 60 frames a second, because those are usually the two frame per second standards that most games adhere to nowadays. Another bad news because of that, of the GPU, is the fact that now pre-orders are limited for the Xbox One because they kind of have to halt production for a little to downclock these GPUs, and basically GameStop has actually halted all of their pre-orders for the Xbox One altogether because the Xbox One is really undersupplied. So we're going to have to wait and see how this develops, and if the Xbox One becomes a viable option to pre-order and really get for the holiday or pre-holiday season. And yeah, we're just going to have to stay tuned for that. Now, two good tidbits of news for the Xbox One are, one, there is no longer an online requirement, so now you just have to hook up your Xbox One the online once to really activate it and, you know, install all the stuff and really hook up your Xbox account. And then after that, you can be offline for the rest of the duration of the life cycle of the Xbox One. So that's really good to see. I was reading an article about military personnel who are really up in arms against the fact, get it, up in arms because they're military. Yeah, they were up in arms against the fact that it was always online, because obviously if you're in the middle of the desert or if you're in an aircraft carrier and you don't necessarily have online requirement, you want to play your games. After a long day of, well, doing reconnaissance or killing terrorists or what have you, you want to come back and kill some online terrorists, maybe in the form of an 11-year-old child on Call of Duty. So in that case, well, you want to be able to do that, but, you know, if you don't have an internet connection, you may just have to stick to single player. However, now you can finally do that because the Xbox One is no longer requiring an online connection. One more thing is you can now trade your games and lend your games to other people, and there's really no sort of restriction on used games with the Xbox One. Originally, Microsoft had it set so that it kind of licensed to one console and you couldn't swap it around, you couldn't gift games or do any of that, but they kind of backtracked on that, which is really good to see. So yeah, those are the two good pieces of news that we have for the Xbox One. Other than that, a few good pieces of news relating to SoggyFlapjackes are that I'm going to Mexico, and I should be leaving to Mexico in the next few hours following the posting of this video. So yeah, hopefully you guys are going to check out my social media pages, which are all in the links in the description below. If you guys go check that out, there will be pictures and posts and all that good stuff from Mexico and from my vacation and my hiatus. And I'll be talking with all of you guys on Twitter, and, you know, we'll be shooting the breeze about my vacation, what's going on. I'll be posting pictures and, you know, lots of goodies. So if you guys want to check that out, please check out the links in the description below. One last thing, if you turn your attention to the thumbnails on this video, well, obviously check out, they should be getting a hell of a lot better and they should not suck ass anymore, because I'm working on that. So if you guys appreciate that, please tell me, because I would really appreciate it, because, well, I appreciate it. And I'm going to stop using the word appreciate, and hopefully you guys will appreciate that. So yeah, to wrap this video up, I'm going to leave you guys with some really peaceful music while this guy skydives out of a skyscraper. So, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.